Welcome to the Regroup Room. This is a soothing talk-down video for autistic adults. For meltdowns, shutdowns, overwhelm, and quiet moments. I am autistic too, and I have made this space with you in mind because I know how overwhelming the world can be. I am here with you. If you have found this in a hard moment, I want you to know that is not a failure, but rather a signal. You are not broken. You are aware. You are brave. And I will be here with you for the next little while. If this ends up being helpful for you, please feel free to subscribe so you can find it again easily. Today, I am going to take you on a gentle deep dive into the Titanic. We will talk about why it is such an important part of history and explore some lesser-known facts. I hope there are some details that are new to you. Before we set sail into history, let's find a sense of steadiness together. Feel your body where it is resting now. The surface beneath you, supporting you without question. Notice the rhythm of your breath, whether it is deep or shallow, fast or slow. If you would like, take one slower breath with me, inhaling steady and exhaling steady. Maybe you have something you can hold. A pillow, a blanket, or even a warm cup. Let it remind you that you are here in the present, safe to wander through this story without pressure. When you're ready, let's begin our journey. The RMS Titanic was more than a ship. She was a floating symbol of a new age. Launched in 1912, she was the largest moving object humans had ever built, stretching almost 900 feet from bow to stern. Her interiors reflected the height of Edwardian excellence. A grand staircase with ornate ironwork, fine china in the dining room, rooms, and a smoking lounge with leather chairs. Titanic represented ambition, luxury, and the belief that technology could conquer nature. She was built not only to carry the wealthiest passengers in unmatched comfort, but also to transport immigrants to a new life in America. With third-class accommodation that was still better than many had experienced before. When the Titanic set sail from Southampton, bound for New York, she carried 2,224 people, a cross-section of society at the time. From wealthy industrialists and celebrities to working-class families with everything they owned packed into trunks. Each passenger had a personal story. The sinking is remembered because of the scale of the loss. More than 1,500 lives, but also because of what it revealed about safety, communication, and human decision-making. The disaster spurred sweeping changes in maritime law. Ships were now required to carry enough lifeboats for all passengers. Lifeboat drills became mandatory, and a 24-hour radio watch was enforced on all large ships. The Titanic remains part of our collective memory, not just because of tragedy, but because it changed the way we think about safety at sea and our own vulnerability in the face of nature. Before Titanic even left port, a coal bunker fire had been burning for days. Fires like this were not usual in steamships, but this one was particularly stubborn. Some historians suggest that the area of the hull affected by the heat may have been structurally weaker, possibly contributing to the rapid flooding after the iceberg strike. Just minutes after leaving Southampton, Titanic's immense propeller pulled the moored SS New York dangerously close. Her mooring rope snapped, and for a few tense moments, a collision seemed inevitable. Only quick maneuvering by tugboats and Titanic's own engines prevented a disaster at the very start of her voyage. On April 14th, the day of the disaster, Titanic received at least 6 iceberg warnings from other ships. Some reached the bridge. Others were delayed or overlooked because the radio operators were busy sending personal telegrams for passengers. This is a stark example of how priorities on board didn't always match the unfolding danger. That night, the ocean was unusually still, a flat calm. Normally, waves would break against the base of an iceberg, making it easier to see in the moonlight. But without the white froth of breaking waves, the iceberg appeared as a dark shadow, blending into the horizon. The image of Titanic's band playing "Nearer, My God, to Thee" is one of the most famous elements of the story. But survivors disagreed on what they heard. Some recalled a cheerful waltz meant to keep passengers calm, suggesting the musicians wanted their last notes to be a comfort rather than a lament. Just 10 miles away, the SS Californian had stopped for the night because of ice. Its radio operator had gone to bed. Crew on deck saw Titanic's distress rockets, but did not interpret them as a call for help. This is one of the most haunting what-ifs in the history of maritime rescue. Among the lesser remembered stories are those of the ship's postal clerks, who worked desperately to save registered mail until the last moments. And the engineers who stayed below deck, keeping the lights and pumps running so that others could escape. And the stewards who helped passengers, often strangers, find lifeboats in the chaos. The Titanic's story is a blend of human courage, innovation, and tragedy. It shows us how even our grandest achievements are not immune to nature's power, and how moments of heroism can shine through disaster. By learning the smaller, lesser-known parts of the history, we remember that history is not just made of headlines. It's made of countless individual moments, choices, and voices. When we think of Titanic, it is easy to picture the ship herself, but it is equally important to picture the people. The young third-class passenger holding her child, the band leader playing in the cold night air, and the lookout straining to see in the darkness. They are the reason the story has lasted more than a century. There is no right way to feel right now, but I hope this time together has felt like a safe little voyage through history, steady and unhurried. You did a brave thing by pressing play. You are allowed to rest now. If you have appreciated this space, one made by and for autistic adults, free from patronization and infantilization, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the Regroup Room. It helps others find their way here too. You are always welcome back whenever you need a moment to regroup.